we're done. So,
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Hawaii in Real Life. We're here at Foodland with Chef Keoni Chang, who is paying attention now. And we're not related, although you might think so. So we just came from the poke section where we tried the different soybeans, and now we want to talk about what's going on for Thanksgiving. So, what do you have? You have turkey.
Well, I thought, we'd start with turkey because that's the centerpiece. I'll give you that stuff. How's it pretty good, right?
I have no body strength.
But I thought we could talk about turkeys a little bit, then we can move on to some other different things.
Okay.
I think every year we get tons of emails and questions, and they're always about the same thing. And they're all great questions, but it's just, I guess every year there's a new generation of new cooks that are coming in, and they want to know what the heck to do, right? But before we talk about the turkey, I think we should just make sure that everyone knows that Foodland has the best price on turkeys. We're gonna,
and he's not just saying that because he works here.
We'll match anyone has a better price. We'll match it.
Wow!
But right now,
an ad and say,
it's in the ad. It's printed in the ad. The other thing that's cool about what we're doing is if you spend $25, you can get your turkey for $2.98.
Oh,
that's a pretty good deal. And for all of you loyal Foodland shoppers, thank you very much. I want to make sure you all know that with one My Rewards, you can get your turkey for free, $0. So it's a great deal on turkeys. You need to get your turkeys. Now, the thing that happens every year is when they find out that we have the best turkeys, they panic. Everyone goes, oh my God, I gotta get my turkey. We have tons of turkeys. We're not gonna run out. We bought and I know that the competition is gonna want to know this number, and I'll tell them because it's that big, but we bought 70 truckloads of turkeys.
Wow.
70. We wiped out a whole state of turkeys, and they're all
for Hawaii.
Just for Hawaii. Yeah, we're gonna sell a couple 100,000 turkeys. But anyway,
we eat that much turkey here?
Evidently.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where they're going, but someone's buying them.
So we're a week away from Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So a couple things that we would like to talk about is safety. Okay. The first thing you want to do when you're doing your turkey is make sure you're defrosting it in time. So don't go buy your turkey on Thanksgiving and think it's going to be ready. Buy it 5 days out. About a 14-pound turkey, the right way you want to defrost it is you want to put it in your refrigerator. You want to put it on a pan so that the juices go into the pan on the lowest possible shelf in the fridge you can, so the juices don't go all over everything. But you want to give it 4 days in the refrigerator.
4 days.
And that will make sure that it will defrost safely. The thing that people don't understand is as the turkey's defrosting, right? The inside might be frozen, but the outside will be room temperature if it's sitting out. And if it's room temperature, you're talking 80 degrees in Hawaii. And at 80 degrees, you're talking bacteria growth. So it's really important to do it in the fridge. Okay. Now, if you don't have the space and you can't do that, there are some other options. You can put the turkey in a cooler, but cover it with ice, so it will gradually defrost. Yeah. And I hate to talk about this, but every year they're gonna try to do this, and they're gonna say, I need to do it in a day because I didn't plan, right? Everyone's busy. If you have to defrost this thing on the day of or in a day, you want to make sure that you put it in cold running water and it's submerged. Because the cold running water is going to keep the thing from getting into the temperature danger zone. I do not endorse it, but in an emergency,
I think I've seen my mom do that before.
The other thing, a couple things that are really important about turkey safety is, you really don't want to stuff the turkey. And I know back in the day, you stuff the turkey, and I know people are purists about stuffing the turkey. The challenge you run into is because it takes so long for the turkey to get to internal temperature when you stuff it, you run that risk again of foodborne illnesses growing in the stuffing. So don't stuff the turkey.
Like one time I stuffed the turkey on the outside.
That's probably okay, but you don't want to do the cavity because that's the thing that's going to mess it up.
Okay, so stuff your turkey as if you're making implants. If you want to be Demi Moore,
I don't know,
or Pamela Anderson.
I don't know what you're talking about. The other thing is to get a really good turkey is you want to temp the turkey, meaning don't rely on the pop-up that happens because the pop-ups never work, and then it'll pop up when your turkey's technically safe to eat, but it'll be dry, So get a thermometer, and you want to temp the thermometer in the thickest part of the thigh or the breast. Okay. And you want to shoot for 165 degrees Fahrenheit.
165 degrees.
That is how you're gonna get a magic turkey.
Okay.
Cool.
I love magic turkey. And so this is the stuffing that you guys.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna make sure that's the other thing we always get a run on is stuffing. So we have the regular stovetop and we have all the other breadcrumbs and everything. But our bakery also is taking fresh bread, they're dicing it and they're toasting it. So for the purists out there that don't want something that was made in New Jersey, they want it was fresh here. We have fresh breadcrumbs in our
and
stores.
it was cut by local people.
Yep. Cut by local people, sold by the state's only locally owned supermarket.
Good to know.
Across, I'm being corrected, across all the major islands. Most of the major islands.
Okay.
So we have that, and what else? Oh, you know what I was going to tell you is one of the things about stuffing, which is cool. People are asking for fast tips, right? So one of the things that you can do if you really want a fast stuffing and you don't have time, but you want to taste like scratch, right? So if you get stovetop stuffing, right, and you follow the instructions on the box, but instead of using water, use turkey broth or chicken stock, and then you take a couple pieces of bacon, a couple pieces of ham, like a couple sausages, chop that up, little celery, onion, fold it all in, throw some fresh sage, and then follow it all the way through. It gives you very close to scratch-made stuffing, but it takes some of the time off.
So it's kind of like semi-homemade.
It's quasi-semi.
Cool.
So that's a couple of things on there. And you want to talk a little about pairings?
Yeah, because I noticed you picked up some good wines.
I picked up some wines we can look at. In general, when you're talking about wines, I think there's some guidelines that people like to say is typically, like you're holding a Gewürztraminer. So a Gewürztraminer tends to be a little bit sweeter, has a lot of fruit characteristic, has tropical overtones. That is, people think that goes very well with turkey because turkey's that poultry, that white meat, and it goes good with stuffing and sweet potatoes and all of that kind of sweet cranberry that goes well. So that's one great pairing. Another classic pairing that people tend to do if you want to go with red, I have this is a Buena Vista Carneros Pinot Noir.
Ooh.
So for reds, the sort of classic pairing would be a Pinot Noir.
Okay.
But one of the things that I like to talk about when it comes to wine is really at the end of the day, drink whatever you want. People get so boxed into, I have to have white with this and red with this. If you like it and you're enjoying it, just go for it. Like I've got here, this is a blend. This is a meritage, so it's a blend of wines.
I love this stuff.
This is good stuff. It's really awesome stuff.
I'm probably gonna buy this before I leave here today.
I've got Raymond Art Collection here, and this is their field blend, so it's a red blend. But these would also be very good with turkey and stuffing. They're definitely gonna be bigger than a Pinot Noir, but they have good fruit in them, and they're not heavily oaked, so they would stand up very nicely, I think. And then of course, there is nothing wrong with having a really nice Chardonnay instead of the Gewürztraminer.
Yeah.
Just want to pick something that doesn't have so much oak that it just overpowers everything that you're eating. A nice crisp Chardonnay would be very nice.
Actually, I noticed, I just had to pull this out because we actually drink this a lot at the Non-Stop Honolulu meetings. So it's one of your recommendations.
This is one of my recommendations. This is a Riesling from Kung Fu Girl. This is Washington State. So Riesling and Gewürztraminer are two German varietals that are sort of in that same tropical overtone that have some residual sugar. Typically, they can be made dry, but this one has a little bit more of that sweetness. Not straight sweetness, but it has a little bit more fruitiness in it.
Okay.
But it's still a dry, crisp wine.
Actually, I should also point out, since we are in Hawaii, not your typical Thanksgiving dinners, these and the Gewürztraminer, they go really well with white crab poke. So make sure you pair that with your white crab poke.
They go really good with soybeans too, I heard.
I guess I'll have to try it. And then I see you have
we've got pies. I mean, no need to bake your own pie at home. Just come pick up one of ours here. We got pumpkin pie, custard pie. You know the number one flavor pie is in Hawaii that we sell? This is custard is number one, and number two is pumpkin. Year round. Crazy, right?
I don't know why. I wonder why.
People like custard, I guess. I don't know.
Now, if I didn't want to cook and I got busy, could I just pick up Thanksgiving dinner here at Foodland?
Yeah, so we try to be your full service provider, right? You can get, back to turkeys, you can get your free turkey, right? We're also going to have free range turkeys. We're going to have fresh turkeys, so you can get the gamut, right? And then if you don't want to cook, we can also come to our deli here and we're going to have holiday dinner. So we have a complete turkey dinner that's available. We'll have an actual ham dinner that's available. available, and a prime rib dinner that's available. So, if you're busy and time is of the essence, you can order one of those. Actually, I really recommend, if you are seriously thinking about getting one, you want to come and order them, because we only order so many a year,
Right.
and once they're out, they're out.
So order like 48 hours in advance, or
I try to come in a few days before or call and make the order, because if you come on the day of, if we have them, you're welcome to buy them. But typically, what we've brought in is already sold out.
Okay. So, and actually, if you buy your Thanksgiving dinner here, then it gives you more time to sit back and drink your wine. So think about it. Okay, so if you want to check out Foodland, they are open. This particular Foodland, Market City, is open 7 days a week. You have special hours on Thanksgiving?
We do, and you caught me off guard. I don't know what they are.
Sorry,
but
you
they're
can check their
special.
website. And
Get a lot of it.
they're special. Oh my god. Okay. our cameraman's over there like, oh my god. But, okay, so thanks, and make sure you check them out on the web. Check them out on the web. Click this link for their website. Also follow them on Twitter at Foodland High, H-I, Foodland High, all one word. Or check them out on Facebook, and you can see all of their specials, weekly, daily, monthly, whatever. And if you come here to Market City, say hi to Keoni.